now ready for a couple of free throws.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big-time play.
Gordon Hayward has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 82%. Misses the first. Good recovery. Hits a second free throw. The Bucks at the controls. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Hayward. Around the perimeter. Knocked loose. Hayward. And his canter. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Gets toughness right there. Physical inside. Gets it to go.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Boston with the basketball. To Hayward. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25+ assists and you won the game and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Hayward. To Walker. Free throws coming up.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Count the bucket for 2.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
And throws it down. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Ball's controlled by Boston. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Whoa, Chris Middleton. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
And a nice finish at the rim.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
To Lopez. And counted at the rim.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Knocked loose. And that's going to get out of bounds. It'll stay Celtic basketball. Oh, he had him there for a second. To Kemba Walker. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's dancing with danger. Kemba Walker left wide open, and he drills it for 3. Bucks at the controls.
When I think about Kemba Walker, I think about a self-made elite PG. He's a little guy that thrives amongst the NBA giants, and he's fearless. Let me tell you about how fearless he is. Even Alvin Gentry said he's probably the biggest competitor he's ever seen. You could put him right up there with the likes of Kobe Bryant from a competitive standpoint. That goes to show you that Walker will do anything and everything to beat you every possession.
Give it to him. Kemba Walker. He's 3 for 7.
Ed, here's a next-level comment for you. K-Walk is one of the rare guys in the league today that blurs the lines between the streets and the league.
A bad pass, and the Celtics have it.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Down the lane to lay it in.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
They'll get it down low to Lopez. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
The free throw good as he completes the three-point play, and the lead is up to 9. Hayward to Walker. Nothing going here on that drive. Gets to the basket, but it's no good. Milwaukee with the basketball. It's a big finish. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
To Lopez. Lopez. Marcus Smart with a piece.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Brook Lopez with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Tatum buries it on the catch and shoot.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. To Lopez. Beyond the arc for 3. Rebound comes to Cantor. Hayward. Tatum. Gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, do you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
One free throw, count it. It's a three-point play, and the lead up to 8. Celtics have it. Hayward to Kemba Walker. Pau Gasol sends it away. And that one out of bounds off a buck. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Walker. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
Look, I get it. I've been one of the players who have had these mishaps happen to defensively. There is no worse feeling than the next day in film session, watching yourself roam on the island by yourself. Somebody in this particular moment needs to tell you to get your head out of you-know-what to get back in the game.
The Bucks with 4 to shoot. Giannis for 2. Giannis! Antetokounmpo. 2 of 4 now.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Walker cashes in. Someone has to get into his zip code.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Throws it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Adetokunbo. Big stuff and a lot of traffic on the way to the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Working hard on the glass. Oh, he had it. Bucks basketball. To Middleton. Sizing up the defense. And he'll head to the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Giannis Adetokunbo at the line for 2 shots. A career 74% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2. Walker into the front court. Down 12. Here comes the screen. Walker to Hayward. Walker. Deep right corner. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Deep 3 at the buzzer. That'll do it for the first half. The Bucks in command of this one.
The Bucks have a comfortable lead at the halfway mark. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk. Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Across the timeline, it's Walker. The deficit now up to 12. To Hayward. 4-3. Can't connect. It's no good. To Adetokunbo. Middleton to Adetokunbo. Here comes the screen. Middleton. They need something to go down. It's no good. Oh, and a putback.
Not really known for attacking the glass, but I like that hustle. We need to see more of that.
To Jaylen Brown. And they call the foul. Careful there, Jay.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own.
Substitutions, Milwaukee.
Has a look. Hayward unable to connect. To Middleton. From long range, he might be underrated, but Chris Middleton, the defense was ready, still knocks it down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other...
Adetokunbo. Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. Gets it in the left corner. It's no good. Defender did just enough to force the tough shot.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Ball's tied up. We'll get a jump ball. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Easy pass to the rim.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
To Middleton. Fires the three. Good contest. Middleton off the mark. Short jumper off the mark. To Lopez. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Trying to cash in. It's good. That's the guy you want to leave open.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive. But when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
How Gasol rejects it. Bucks at the controls. Rises for the slam.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three.
Yeah, baby, here we go, here we go.
At about.
Here we go, here we go.
Substitutions, Boston. Entering the game.
In a flash. Scores at the rim.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Adetokunbo to Bledsoe. Missed it. How'd that not go down?
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Giannis in control of the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Gets it in the right corner. Middleton to Adetokunbo. Off the pro hop. Strong footwork.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
From the outside, no good. Bledsoe with it up top. His guys holding the big lead. Giannis Antetokounmpo. With that, he's 5 for 9. Late heave to beat the buzzer. The Bucks claim victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
The Buck. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.
What? The one you look like you making a dunk mixtape out there. Yeah. The one putting on a dunk show tonight. They gonna need some new rims after the game. Finish your breakfast then. I like it. Next time do it like that. It's your boy.